Hi guys, my name is Trinh and today I'm here to do a journaling video. I am here to showcase my reading bullet journals for the year 2020. So I have two journals and here's the reason why. This is actually for 2019 and the first 6 months of 2020. This one right here is for the last 6 months of 2020. I have journaled for the entire year of 2020 and I feel like I was very consistent. I think I have found my style, like what works for me and what doesn't, because a lot of things have changed throughout the entire year. So I will say this is probably my favorite journal because that's when I actually experiment and do a lot of different things. Let's get started on this flip through because I have a feeling this video is gonna be really long because I have a lot of things to show you guys. So these are my reading bullet journals for 2020. So let's start with this one. The first half is actually for 2019 and I do have a flip through for that, so I'll have the link down in the description box below. But as you can see, the other half is for the first 6 months of 2020. I'm just gonna go over everything and explain to you what works for me, what didn't work for me, and what I'm gonna do for the next year, which is 2021. I actually really like this spread. So as you can see, this is for the first 6 months of 2020 and then this is for the last 6 months of 2020, and basically at the end of the month I would choose a book and put the picture here. I will say I'm not doing this for 2021, but it was nice to do this in 2020. I really hate this spread. I hate it. There's no dimension whatsoever. It's just pink. I believe this is for the Taylor Swift readathon, so this is like the lover edition. I only read 4 books for this readathon, so that's not good at all. And as you can see, this is Taylor Swift and I basically list my favorite songs from the album, which is so funny. Everything is pretty accurate. Like, yes, the #1 song from the album for me is Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. And then here, this is when I went to a book signing with my boyfriend. Oh my god, I totally forgot about this because this happened at the beginning of the year, so this is pre-COVID. I went to the Lamar Giles book signings. His book is Not So Pure and Simple. I got the book signed and I wrote about my experience when it comes to this book signing, and this is me and my boyfriend. I love him so much. Basically, this is my romance book recommendations. I did a video recommending these books in February and I love the way this looks. I think this is really cute, so I definitely want to do something like this in the future. As you can see, this is the Blackathon, which is hosted by Bowtownsend Books. Basically, this readathon is about reading books by Black authors. I was only able to read 2 books, but I did read Children of Blood and Bone later in 2020, and for this book, I will read this in 2021. In February, I reread the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare, which is my favorite series of all time. I never got a chance to do a spread for this series, so I'm really glad that I did this in February of 2020. This spread, oh my god, I love this spread so much. So I read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and of course I had to do a spread for this because surprisingly I really enjoy this novel. As you can see, the main colors are black and gold, so I use gold gel pens, and then I use black papers. I use this washi tape, and then I wrote about my thought process when it comes to The Cruel Prince thought process, my opinions basically, sorry about that. And then these are some fan arts that I found on Google. So yeah, I really love this spread. And then also I read A Card So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Cameron. I did a spread for this, so this is what it looks like. It's quite similar to this one, but the main colors are black and silver. This spread is actually really cute. I totally forgot about this one. So I did a spread for me and Sandy because in the beginning of May, we uploaded a video together, well, 2 videos together. Basically, it's a collab. We recommended Asian books. So this is like the list that I have, and then this is her list. So I really love this spread. I think this is really cute. As you can see, I read a lot of books in May. I believe I read like 30 books, so I had to do this flap thing, which was really fun. But I think the critique that I have right now is that I use so much washi tape. Like as you can see, it's literally around the spread. In the future, I'm gonna try to not use washi tape so much, but yeah, this was nice. It was cute and stuff, so I really like this. As you can see, this is a little bit different because I don't do like an entire spread for like one book because I was running out of pages, so I knew that I had to condense everything. This page is for The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu, and then this page is for the Hunger Games trilogy by Susan Collins. This page is for Almost American Girl by Robin Ha, and then this page is for Darius the Great Is Not Okay by Adib Karam. Here, I talk about The Henna Wars by Adiba Shakirda, Felix Ever After by Kaysen Calendar. I really love these books in June. The very last page, I read The Bride Test by Helen Huang. Really love this book, so I think that's basically it. So this is the last page. I basically wrote about my thoughts when it comes to this reading bullet journal, and yep, that's basically it for the very first one. It's been fun to actually look through everything. Oh my god, where's the bookmark? I will say this is probably my favorite reading bullet journal out of the 2 because my style has changed so much, and I feel like I have done a lot of creative things in this journal, so let's go through this. As you can see, I really tried to finish this entire list, but there were 4 books that I had left and then I ran out of time. I'm planning to reread these 4 books in 2021, so hopefully I can be done with this task in January. And then also, I hated the fact that I was missing 2 books. So yeah, I'm planning to read these 2 books in January of 2021. The theme in July is actually Pokemon, and I really love the theme and what I did. So as you can see, this entire spread is actually for like the title, and here we have Blaziken and Lapras. Also, as you can see here for my days read, I split this in half for like physical and then audio because I have found out that I listen to audiobooks all the time, but I never know when I listen to audiobooks and when I read physically. So I think this is best, and this entire journal is for like the last 6 months of 2020. So I had a lot of space, so I just did whatever I want. As you can see here, this is something different from the other reading bullet journal right here. This is like my favorite books spread. So at the end of the month, I was able to choose like 6 books. I, printed out the book covers and then I put them here. I actually really love this spread. So basically, I was inspired by Allywood Books. She did something similar to this but on her iPad, and I really loved the look of it, like that outline. So I did this in my reading bullet journal and I really love the way this looks. As you can see, I read all 3 volumes of Heartstopper. I believe the 4th volume will be coming out in 2021, which is very exciting. I love this so much. It's so colorful, and as you can see, love wins Heartstopper. And then I wrote about my opinions about the Heartstopper series. I also finished the Percy Jackson series in July, and I really love the spread as well. So as you can see, we have the characters, and then I just wrote down my thoughts when it comes to the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. The theme for August is actually fruit, but this picture is not fruit theme at all. I actually use this because it's really colorful. So this is the 3rd annual book expo party at Big Hunter Media, and as you can see, Sandy, me, and then Carla, this is back in 2018, which feels like a lifetime ago. I will say the theme for September is a little bit confusing because I think it's like galaxy, but then it's also like a mix of Your Name, which is like my favorite movie ever. I've been wanting to use this washi tape for the longest time, so I finally did for September, and then I had some like pictures of Your Name, so I put them here. In October, I changed things up because I realized that doing this whole like spread thing was not for me. As you can see, 1 spread for like the title and then 1 spread for the to be read section. So it was just a lot. I saw Journal with Chloe do this with her reading bullet journal. So here she has the title page, and then here she has the to be read list. I really like the way this looks, and I will continue doing this for the future. As you can see, the theme for November is Taylor Swift because I love Taylor Swift so much. This is much different from the other spread. So here is a comparison. Oh my god, where is it? This is what it looks like for November. So I just did like the star ratings and that's about it. But I decided to change things up, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of it because it's just too much for my likings. I decided to write down my thoughts for each book, but as you can see, I don't have like that much space. So I think I'm just gonna go back to doing this because I just like the way this looks. It's very simple. This is a lot because yeah, it's just a lot. I think that's all I have to say for this. As you can see, this spread is for Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. I really adore this book, so I really want to use these pictures that I found on the author's Instagram page. I wrote down my thoughts and I used these stickers, so I really love this spread. I finally finished Tokyo Ghoul by Sui Ishida in December, so as you can see, these are some pictures from the manga series, and then I wrote down my thoughts. I really love the way this looks. It's all over the place in my opinion, but still, I love the fact that I get to use this white gel pen on this black paper, so I do like the spread. As you can see, this is my Goodreads for 2020. I read 183 books, which is a really great accomplishment. And then here on the right, this is, I guess, an introduction to what's gonna happen in the next few spreads. So this is books read in 2020. Basically, I decided to print out book covers for every single book that I have read this year. I got this idea from Chloe, but the thing is, she did this in the beginning of her reading bullet journal. I did this at the end of my journal, but I will say in 2021, I'm gonna do this at the beginning of my reading bullet journal. So this is like the finale, and honestly, I love the way this looks. That's basically it for this flip through. I really adore this reading bullet journal, and I have learned a lot of things when it comes to this. So this is like my favorite thing ever. Reading recap is something that I really adore doing every single month. Well, not every single month, but a lot of the months that I have done when it comes to 2020, I have done a reading recap. So I definitely want to do this for 2021. I love doing like a title page and then a to be read page on like the same spread. And then of course, days read, physical audio. This is something that I'm gonna bring in 2021 as well, but I will do star readings instead of like writing down my thoughts like right here. I think this is too much, but this looks nice. So that's about it for this flip through. It's been fun to look through everything. These are the two journals that I really like work on in 2020, and I'm really glad that I finally filmed this video. So that's basically it for my flip through. It's been fun to actually look through my old work, especially in this reading bullet journal, because it's been like a really long time since I have looked at everything in here. I will say I will put up another flip through video for my life journal. This is what it looks like. She is thick, as you can see. I'm actually not done. There are some spreads that I really need to do, but when I finish everything, I will of course do a video for this life journal because I really love the way this looks. That's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye!